Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. My name's Dave. Yes, I do have gray hair. There's a little bit of black in there, too. Not black, it's more brownish. Yeah, anyways, I have a gray beard. I wear glasses, just like the guy in the artwork. I've got a green shirt, but not wearing it today. Today, I'm wearing a gray shirt with the logo on it. So, welcome to episode number 60. Yes, indeed, 60. Now, we're still talking about 1972 and the things that were going on. I wanted to end 1972 with you on this note. In 1972, Hewlett-Packard came out with the first handheld scientific calculator. It cost $395. That's about $2,700 in today's money. You could buy a pretty well good maxed out laptop for that kind of money. And you could buy an Apple M3 Pro Max or Ultra for that kind of money. Heck, you can buy a MacBook Studio M2 with that. A huge one with, oh my gosh. Anyways, let's not start talking about computers because I get lost in the sauce there because I enjoy computers. Anyway, and back then, the size of a computer, again, still wouldn't fit in your pocket like your telephone does today. What else is there? A gallon of gas, we've talked about this, was 36 cents a gallon. The equivalent today would be 253 on that money. Now, I'm getting all this information from AARP. Now, everybody has their opinion about AARP, including me. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I've got this information from them, and it seems pretty accurate. You know, a ribeye steak was $2.49 a pound back in '72. In today's dollar, that's $17.50. Vanilla ice cream was $1.29 a gallon compared to $9.06 today. Milk 89 cents a gallon compared to $6.25. Coffee 66 cents a pound compared to $4.75 today. It's just amazing. Here was something I found really cool too. When I was reading this. A gallon of Sherwin-Williams white interior paint in 1972, you would have paid $3. Today, it's the equivalent of $21. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? Cars back then, I think we've talked about that. You could buy a brand new Ford Mustang for for around $2,500. Today, it's anywhere from $28,000 to $57,000. Amazing, isn't it? I just find these things interesting. Car battery used to cost $15.88. Now they're about $112. I think I paid installed for my last one a couple of years ago, $120. But I had them installed. There was also, you got to get rid of it fees and all these shops nowadays, they charge you a fee for everything. They charge you whether they use shop tools or not. They charge you for this, they charge you for that. And I'm surprised they don't charge you for the bathrooms. But anyways, that was what I was thinking about back then. And 72 was a good year, folks. Don't get me wrong by any means. I enjoyed my life back in 1972. And Christmas is always the end of the year, right? And back in those days, I was big into rearranging the tree once it was already arranged by mom and dad and us. And I'd take all the ornaments off and rehang them. And usually I'd rehang the lights too. Anyway, yeah, I was weird. What can I say? But I enjoyed that kind of thing back then. And the ironic thing for me now is that I really don't enjoy doing that anymore. I don't know why. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Maybe it's because I'm not doing it with my parents or I'm not doing it with the right person. Uh, I'll do it, but I don't find joy in it anymore. I don't know why. I probably should try and find out, but I'm single now, and does it really matter? Not really. No, it doesn't really matter. And I've never been one here lately in the last 30, 40 years. I don't receive well. I don't receive gifts well. I don't know why. I love to give gifts. I love to be the giver. I don't know why I don't like to receive gifts. I feel guilty, I think. I don't know. But that's kind of the way it is. You don't, your life changes as you grow older. I wish that I had the energy I had back then. Don't we all? I mean, oh my goodness, if you're a baby boomer, don't you wish you had the energy you had in 1972? Wow. It's fun. It's fun to reminisce, folks, isn't it? If you're a baby boomer and you're listening to this, you've got a story. And what story? Remember, I talked about this earlier this week. What story are you going to leave behind? Have you thought about that? I'm not talking about necessarily your legacy. I'm talking about what story are you going to leave behind? What kind of a person are you? Were you? Are you going to be? As human beings, we have the ability to change who we are on a daily basis. You think about it. Today, I plan on being a nice guy. I enjoy my work. I had a great day yesterday at work. Enjoyed myself. Today may be different. I may be that old curmudgeon driving people around in a bus saying, get on, shut down, sit down and shut up. Boss don't like it if I say that, so I don't do that, of course. But, I'm in a great mood today again, and I choose to be in a good mood. I'll be honest with you, when I woke up tired, and I was not happy when I woke up. And then I started moving around and talking to God, and all of a sudden, I'm a happy guy again. You get to be who you want to be every day, so be the better person, right? Be a happy person, be a healthy person, be a role model for others. And I'm not saying you got to go out there and be the organizer of great things. Just a smile when you're talking with somebody. Did you know if you smile when you talk on the phone, people think you're happy because you have to be happy to smile, right? But if you're talking, it's like right now when I'm talking to you all, I got a smile on my face because I enjoy this. I literally enjoy this. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy telling you what my thoughts are. So we're getting down to about the end of today's show, and I wanted to talk about something I've been thinking about for quite a while. And I may have mentioned this earlier on, but I've wanted to start a program or a course to show baby boomers or anybody really how to start a podcast, how to come up with an idea, what equipment you're going to need. And you can't judge all my podcasts by what I'm doing here now. I've had a couple other of them. Like I say, I told you the other day, I had the one with my brother, Poetry of Christian Faith. I had one called Memories from the Mouse, which unfortunately the mouse told me I couldn't restart once I'd taken a hiatus while I was starting the rehire process. And I'll go into that on this next podcast I'm going to start. But the next podcast, I also had one called My Journey Online. And that was about making money online. And I'm thinking about starting that one up again. But this new one I'm going to start up where I'm teaching people how to podcast, how to come up with ideas, how to come up with a plan, what equipment you need to get started, who you need to know, what you need to know, what programs might you need, how hard is it? First of all, it's not hard. I'm doing it. and I'm enjoying it. Millions are doing it. You don't have to be a big budget person or a big budget company like West Wing or Westward One or Cumulus to have podcasts. You don't have to be a star to have a podcast. You don't have to be famous or rich. I'm neither famous nor rich. But I've had a podcast going for goodness sakes over 3 years. I've been podcasting. Close to 4 years I've been podcasting. I got a decent idea of how to do this. Now, the name of this new show is going to be Boomer Podcasting. I've already got a small logo made up. I'm going to start building courses this weekend. Hopefully. I got to work an extra day this weekend. Because this weekend is Easter for those of you who are celebrating that. Happy Easter. For those who are celebrating it, today is Good Friday. If you're not celebrating those things, that's absolutely fine. I'm glad you're here anyways. So that's it for today. Look forward to more coming on that. I will be talking and promoting that on this podcast from now on. I want you to know that up front. I'm not shy about that. I'm going to be charging for that, for the courses, not for the podcast. So this is Friday. I hope you have all have a blessed weekend. And if you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a great Easter. If not, you have a great weekend. So this is Gray Hair Dave saying, hey, don't forget my website, 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. That's the number 5 minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell anybody you can. You like this show. And don't forget, if you know people who don't know what a podcast is, please do us all a favor. Show them for us. And on that note, folks, I'm going to say goodbye. So see you next week. Bye-bye.